Grand Rising Kings, Queens, and Betweens. It's time to elevate your mind and decrease your stress, if you know what I mean. No one knows enough in this life to be so cynical. You may not know where you're going, but you will get there. And all you're doing by overthinking is simply creating problems that don't even exist and robbing yourself of the beauty of this moment that you will never get back again. I know that you may be confused. I know that you may not have any idea of why you are here. And you're not alone in that. And even when you think you may know why you're here, you still may not know. You just have an idea. And you know what? That's beautiful. I believe that maybe we will or we will not find our purpose. I don't even know what purpose truly is, and if human beings are meant to discover such a thing. But what I do know is that if you feel as if you could be a specific version of yourself that may be better, maybe a little bit more aware, maybe a little bit more stronger in certain areas of life, then why not take a leap into the unknown where true comfort is grown and discover more about yourself than you knew before. In the words of Les Brown, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started in order to be great. A lot of times we overlook that simple concept because we're so just distracted by where we aren't that we lose focus on the beauty of where we are. We focus so much on what we don't have that we're not grateful for what we do have. And even more importantly, as you'll begin to discover the older you get, who you have is always more important than what you have. Because things are replaceable, people are not. I know that sometimes we get overwhelmed. I know that sometimes we feel as if life is unfair. But I assure you that it's not. But your attachment to that way of feeling is making life more difficult than it truly is or has to be. I know to an extent how you may be feeling right now. After all, I think one of the main reasons this video popped up in your feed is because the universe is giving you a message of a reminder that everything is going to be okay. And just so you know, there is no such thing as coincidence. It's like saying someone is lucky. The luckier that I become is based off of the harder I work. So am I lucky or am I just being rewarded for the hard work that I'm putting in? Different ways to look at life. I always say there's two sides to everything, just like a coin, heads and tails. But don't forget that the coin is what allows you to see two sides. When you begin to discover balance, you will be able to overcome any and all challenge. Your goal should not be to have it all figured out by a certain age and a certain time, because trust me, when you think you know, the universe is going to have a wild way of checking and reassuring you that you don't. So while you're here, in this moment, in this vulnerable state perhaps, just give into it and understand that anything that isn't doing you any good needs to be let go of. It's just like the beauty of breath. You can't hold on to your breath forever. You gotta let it go, make space, and then take in new breath. The same thing goes for life, just on a larger scale, but just as simple. That's the thing, it's just as simple. But the more we overanalyze, the more we overcomplicate, the more difficult we make this beautiful, mystical, unimaginably great experience become worse than it should or has to be. Take this message, take this energy, apply it into your life, and just know that every little thing is gonna be all right. Before we sign off, let's take one deep breath in. Hold it for a few seconds. Feel it. And then slowly exhale. You do that a couple times with your eyes closed. You are going to feel a lot more calm than you did a minute ago. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you feel like it, share it with someone you know. If not, that's okay too. Just know that I appreciate your time. I value your existence. You are beautiful, you are amazing, and you are worth this life. You are worth it. It's not on anyone else to see that. It's on you. So go out there and have an incredible day, because you will never get this day back for as long as you exist. May peace be with you. I love you. Have an incredible moment. You've got this.